For us, ESG is grounded in both our history and our awareness of what investors, employees, and the public expect from business today. We have a working philosophy called profit through principles that guides our actions, showing us that how we make our products is as important as what we make. We're constantly asking ourselves questions like, how can we use less water? How can we cut our emissions? How do we get more diverse and inclusive? Everyone would agree on the social value of these types of questions, but now more and more people, including investors, are grasping the business value. How driving sustainability helps you get more productive and competitive. How addressing climate issues helps reduce supply chain risk. How diverse organizations outperform homogeneous ones. Just as we've seen a shift in the business community, we're seeing a shift in the investor community as people recognize that sustainable investments are stronger investments and that we all have a stake in building a better future. We have a great ESG story to tell our investors, and it's great that more are asking about it, largely because it's in our DNA. I'd break it up into our component parts. The E, across our offices and our supply chain, we have robust programs to reduce emissions, reduce water use, reduce waste, and drive innovation that can make our operations more circular going forward. The S, we honor the touch points we have with communities around the world, running extensive worker well-being programs across our supply chain and using our platform to address the issues and most important issues that matter to all our stakeholders. And the G, we have strong governance systems built into the company architecture, and we continue to build it out and bring on new leaders who are helping us get to where we want to be. We provide ESG-related updates in our quarterly earnings conference calls, and we also participate in ESG investor conferences and events. ESG has also become a focus in our presentations and figures more prominently overall in our communications, both internally and externally. And for example, with our recent announcement of our intent to acquire the premium athletic apparel brand Beyond Yoga, we highlighted that the business is female-founded, ethnically diverse, and consistent with the values of Ellis & Company. And at this very moment, we are completing our first holistic sustainability report, a one-stop shop for all things ESG related to our operations. I would like to add another E for employees. As they are key stakeholders, we have to support them so that they can be productive as possible. And we have to build a more diverse and equitable organization so that everyone can bring their whole self to work. It's all about meeting the moment and building the business for the long term. And we want investors to know we as a company are doing both. First, make sure your own house is in order. That ESG is a top priority and a key strategy for your company, and that your ESG programming is credible, well articulated, and measurable. Learn what ESG investors care about. Know your business and authentically and consistently communicate how ESG considerations are central to it. Be ready and able to discuss how your value and your values are tied together and how they influences decision-making in your organization. And really understand why this matters today for your business, for your relationships with investors, for your communities, and for the planet at large.